Hierl. I'm the director of Vermont Conservation Voter, and really pleased to be joined today with Senator Chris Bray, who is the chair of the Senate Natural Resources and Energy Committee, and they're doing some important work on climate. So I want to, in a moment, turn it over to him to share what they're working on and the policy initiatives that they've been looking at really actively this week and are hopefully going to be moving forward soon. Just to give you a quick update of what else is happening before we go into the detail there. So up in the House, Energy and Technology Committee has been doing a lot of testimony on the Global Warming Solutions Act. So they all week have been taking testimony from a range of experts and stakeholders. And so that bill, I think this afternoon, they're going to be starting to look at committee discussion and what have they heard and starting to work through markup. So exciting to see a really good conversation happening there. And then the transportation committees have been looking at the Transportation Climate Initiative, the Regional Cap and Invest Program, and electric vehicles, and a whole host of public transit, a number of kind of transportation solutions. So we're keeping our eye on that and seeing what kind of momentum we can get in that realm. And then my understanding is next week, the 100% clean renewable energy by 2030 bill that has been introduced is going to start testimony in the Senate Finance Committee. So lots going on. The climate package that VCV and 30 of our allied organizations put out, we're seeing really good progress. And of course, one of those priorities was modernizing our energy efficiency utilities and looking at that. And so I want to turn it over to Senator Bray to give us an update on kind of a little bit of where that idea has come from and where we're going now. Thank you.
Sure, great. Well, so as Warren was saying, there are 4 major initiatives going on, and the Energy Efficiency Modernization Bill is one of them. The opportunity there is that we have a great energy efficiency program. We have a cleanest grid in the United States. Why not deploy that grid in helping us attack the major sources of greenhouse gases? So we're doing great on electrical energy efficiency, but we are not doing nearly so well on our thermal sector and transportation. So if you're looking around to get a job done, you look in your toolbox, and Efficiency Vermont and Burlington Electric have great energy efficiency programs. They know how to deliver programs and services. We're saying, let's use the tool we have in hand to expand our work into thermal and transportation. So we've been digging in hard for 2 weeks, taking a lot of testimony, and in a way, listening again to everything that's happened in Act 62 since that got started last summer. And just in case people don't track bill numbers, so Act 62 said we want to attack greenhouse gas emissions by creating an all-fuels energy efficiency program. So basically it would be every fuel should pull its own weight, should contribute to a program that helps reduce its use. This has been a winning formula for electricity. Same thing is true for natural gas, but we haven't had those programs for delivered fuels like propane and heating fuel, nor for diesel and gasoline. So next year, the big prize is getting all the way to an all-fuels energy efficiency program. But given the climate emergency we're in, we don't want to wait. We know we have, again, Efficiency Vermont as a great tool in the box. Let's start to use it more ASAP, and that's what this bill is about.
Great. Thanks so much. So there are videos if anyone wants to learn more about global warming solutions or 100% clean energy. If you look back at the post we did from the last 2 weeks following the hashtag #ActOnClimateVT, you can get into more detail with some other lawmakers who are working hard on those initiatives as well. One other thing that happened this week that feels like ages ago, but was just on Tuesday, was the governor's budget. From our perspective at VCV, it had a couple modest investments in the clean energy sector, a little bit on electric vehicles and modernizing our grid. We really need to be doing a lot more, and we're really excited that the legislature is stepping up in a much bigger way to look at initiatives that will be more game changers and more the kind of scope of what we need to be doing. So really appreciate the leadership we're seeing on the legislative side. So to that end, we always like to wrap these up with a call to action. We've been asking people, call the governor's office and ask him to support the climate action plan. We'll post in the post here the call number. So please, taking a moment to just get that logged. They do pay attention to what issues they're hearing from Vermonters about, so that would be great. And the other events that are coming up are starting next week, the Transportation and Climate Initiative. Again, that regional cap and invest program, and looking at how can we bring serious resources into transforming our transportation sector. They're starting hearings on January 29th, and there's a few of them around the state, so we'll post a link to information about where those are happening, when, and some basic information about it. So if you were able to go and make your voice heard, that would be incredibly impactful. So any last words you want?
Yeah, well, I want to thank Vermont conservation voters for doing some polling to learn more about how Vermonters feel about these issues. Turns out modernizing our energy efficiency program polled at a positive 84%, which is about the highest poll numbers I've ever seen. It's not that we do bills in this building based on polls, but it is good to know that what you've been hearing is actually broadly supported out in the community. So energy efficiency modernization is really quite simple. It's no new taxes. It's not a mandate. It's an opportunity to make environmental gains while also saving money.
Win-win. So stay engaged. Thank you so much, Senator Bray. And keep following us on #ActOnClimateVT, and we'll be back next Friday with another update. Thanks so much.